Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you in another video. All right, so I'm hearing more and more about what's going on in Chicago with the Bulls and Zack LeVine and how they've had sit-down meetings with DeMar DeRozan about their on-court fit and how it doesn't work. And now they're trying to sort out how best to move forward. And now they're looking at the Lakers situation, obviously, with AD going down with the injury that seems to have him out for a month, and they see the Lakers as possibly a trade partner to want to take on Zack LeVine. And of course, in this trade environment, of course, Zack LeVine is a big star. So, the idea is that you should want to bring that player. Obviously, he's a good fit. But if you're paying close enough attention to what the Lakers' problems are, you realize it starts with them having very little assets and very little tradable assets. Assets that they can use on the floor that can really play, and in draft picks and things of that nature that they can trade. We only got 2 draft picks. In a situation like this, with Zack LeVine having the cachet that he has, having the name that he has, and being attached to clutch as he is, I'm worried the Lakers are about to overpay for his contract as if it's something desirable when I know better. I absolutely know better. I'm also looking at that Zack LeVine situation, and I say to the Bulls, and I say to Zack LeVine, I'm not really sure how this was supposed to play out, because when I saw him sign that contract in the offseason, I said, first of all, the fit doesn't make any sense because they have too many players of the same position. The contract doesn't make any sense because essentially they're giving Zack LeVine the player that least fits the most money, and he's coming off an injury. So my thing is, neither one of those sides actually thought they were keeping the contract. They had to have seen this being the case. So my thing is, who do you think we are? I don't know if the Laker organization would consider this a desirable thing, but as I look at it as a Laker fan, I'm like, oh, no, you ain't gonna run that on me. You might be able to run that on some others. You ain't running that on me. So you trying to tell me you signed him to an albatross of a contract, and 5 minutes later he's just unhappy and wants to get out of there? He should have been unhappy before he signed it. But he knew he wasn't going to sign that with nobody else. Ain't no other team going to give him that money because Zack LeVine ain't worth $35 million a year for 5 years. Ain't nobody else going to do that. So you're trying to tell me now y'all trying to load us off on that contract and disguise it as something we're supposed to want? And that contract is going to load us down with players that are injury prone and that we can't retrade for more than what we've traded them for. You're trying to tell me I'm supposed to want that because Zack LeVine has a great name and he's won a couple dunk contests? Both of which I thought should have went to Gordon anyway. Are you kidding me? No, you're not about to hit me with that horrible, overpaid contract and put shiny stuff on it as if it's supposed to be something I should want because I'm in a dumps of a situation because the team has made decisions such as this, giving us albatross of contracts. We trade away a bunch of stuff that should be kept, and then keep the contract like we have something we want, and then further have players on this team that can't play. This is why that is the case, because they keep on selling us garbage, and our front office can't seem to understand, our owner can't seem to understand that it is that. Zack LeVine's contract is whack. Absolute garbage. The Bulls knew that when they signed it. Zack LeVine knew that when he signed it, and now they want to load it off on the Lakers. Are you crazy? You think I'm supposed to fall for that? Just because the media says Zack LeVine, the Lakers, he could save the day. Save the day. That is 5 years, $35 million. We're supposed to be exchanging that for 1 year, 47? 1 year. It's about to expire. We're going to have it off the books. And you trying to tell me you value Zack LeVine to that degree that you're going to give him that much of your cap space for 5 damn years, Los Angeles, when you don't have no draft picks? Somebody's selling you that, and you want that? In this environment. That will tank you. That will tank you. The boy misses 30 games a season. It will tank you. And let me guess, you're supposed to give up 2 picks for that too, because he's Zack LeVine. No. How does that look 2-3 years from now? How does that look? Maybe he's still playing well, but what are the contracts around him? Who are the role players? Have you figured out LeBron's situation by then, or is he supposed to be eating up half the cap too? So is Zack LeVine and LeBron for the next 5 years if he wants to stay? That's a real winning team. You know how great defensively they're going to be. Oh, and what about AD? What is your plan there? Are you trading him after the situation, or are you just going to add him to the situation? You got 40-year-old LeBron, Zack LeVine at $50 million a year, basically, because you know the thing's going to inflate. And then AD. who's probably going to be missing all the games in the world, and also who's going to be facing Father Time at that time. Now, mind you, much is being said about AD and what his price tag is going to be at this point because he's hurt. A lot of people don't think he's going to be as covetable because people see him the same way we do, as a guy who can score 50 on one day and then be gone for the rest of them. So that's not as desirable as maybe we want to think it is as Laker fans. So what you're essentially going to do is bring in another player of that vein who has that same problem, injury-prone issue. So you're going to have the same problem when you bring him in too. Only his contract is even worse. Because at least with AD, you can argue that he's going to do what he needs to do to make that $35 million actually worth it. Zack LeVine, no, man. A couple three-point shots, nice couple dunks. Are you kidding me? No. That's the problem. They can't find continuity in Chicago. Why is that? Because he's not a continuity player. He's a one-man band with a guy who he can do some things. But he ain't $35 million worth of player. Never was. This is something that's going to cause you to lose a lot. For a long time, too. And what you going to want to do? You want to retrade it. You know, Zack LeVine's going to come in. You're going to see what it is I'm talking about. He's either going to get hurt, play good, you know, for a little while, get hurt some. We're not going to be good enough to win. Championship not coming. All that type of stuff. And then you're going to be like, well, how can we get better? And you're going to be looking at the other players who are on the team because we didn't give all the money to Zack LeVine, Bron, and AD. And you're going to be looking at them saying, they suck. We want to trade them. And you can't. You cannot. Why? Because this. Yes, you got a bunch of Kendrick Nuns and Robert Sacres, and it's going to be because of this. And you're going to be looking at Zack LeVine asking him to be Kobe, and it ain't happening. You're going to be looking at Bron asking him to be old Bron, and he ain't going to be that. You're going to look at AD and say, be around. He's going to be sitting in street clothes as usual, and we're going to be looking at Jeannie Buss saying, sell the team. I already know where this goes. I can see that from a mile away, because that's the only place this heads to. Just like when they signed Zack LeVine to this contract, that was the only place this head to, was this. Them trying to offload it onto a dummy. They're hoping we'll be that dummy. Try Brooklyn. Try New York. You know what I'm saying? No. Try the Clippers. They need to get rid of Kawhi anyway. Try them. Don't unload the Zack LeVine anchor contract on the big Laker team as a way to tank the Lakers as if that's something they should want. No, that is a Trojan horse. And you know, I know that. The league's been trying to tank my team for a long time. That CP3 crap was then one of them. And this would do it too. Why? Because it would put us in a position to not be able to afford to get picks, which is going to have all the young talent going everywhere but LA. And we're going to be sitting on Zack LeVine, AD, and LeBron's contract, sitting here just suffering nothingness because they ain't going to be on the floor. I'm smart enough to see it. Where Banyama goes somewhere else, and the guy after him goes somewhere else, and the guy after him goes somewhere else, and we're just sitting here with Kendrick Nunn in them. Nah, you ain't running that on me. Just because the people who are running the show may not be able to see all the angles, don't mean the fans don't. We see them clearly. Y'all ain't about to tank the Lakers. No, I see what's happening there. And then it's going to be a situation where if you want to get Zack LeVine, you got to give away the 2031 pick. And the nah. You ain't about to put us down that road. Nope. And Rob Pelinka go ahead and get fired and then sit back and laugh as we sit there and suffer. And Jim Buss and him toast. No. Jeannie, no. It's time to learn from past mistakes. It's time to stop doing things the wrong way. And if you can't see the fruit in doing things the right way, then it is time to move on from the asset that is the Los Angeles Lakers. If you're not gonna do what you gotta do, you gotta get up and move. You know what I mean? That's one of those. I'm a fan, but I'm not up for 5 years of Zack LeVine sitting 30 games a season. Absolutely not. No, get us picks. Trade AD for picks and assure that we get all that young talent that the league is trying to keep us from having. All these young players, the ones that are coming, our next Kareems and Magics. What you're doing by putting Zack LeVine on your team is essentially saying, give me something that's going to keep me from ever drafting those players. I promise you that's what's going to be. That is exactly what it's going to be. And your fan base is going to be like, why don't we have these guys? How come he ain't on our team? Look at that young guy. He got so much better. Why am I watching Zack LeVine still? No. Hell no. Don't do it. You're going to wish to God you didn't. You're going to see more people leave the organization slowly over time for that bullcrap. Why? Because Bron's going to leave. When you do this, Bron walks. He may enjoy playing with Zack LeVine this year, but believe me, he ain't gonna win. He gonna want out. AD, that situation, I don't even know why anybody, you know what I'm saying, in LA would want to go forward with AD with the situation as is. You got to trade him now. That's just ridiculous at this point. I'm sorry. And I know he can go 60 and block shots. He's one of the best players ever. That's why you got to get the most for him right now. Stop this before that boy retire on us. That's another thing. He retires on us. Bron retires on us. And we got Zack LeVine and whoever wants to play with Zack LeVine. How championshipy are you thinking you're going to be from there with no picks? It's like, maybe we can get Bradley Beal then. We can get 40-year-old Bradley Beal. I mean, it's like, I want common sense to enter the equation. Because I'm telling you right now, the players that like the Austin Reeves and these guys, they're going to leave too. You think Austin going to want to play with these guys? You think he can just stay and run the show with the Lakers? He's going to get up out of here too. That's the thing that's going to end up being bad. So you're going to think players that want to be here are going to want to be here. They're not. Because they're going to see the stupid crap you're doing with your cap, just like I see. You got to fire people, Genie. I'm telling you, this might be your last chance before they do something incredibly stupid that anchor you for 5 years. Anchor you for 5 years with a name. A name. Zack LeVine. He ain't even a big name. They overpaid him to hell and had no intention of keeping that contract. They had every intention of unloading it onto the Lakers. Like, this is what we gonna do. That's how we gonna get him. This player didn't even fit on the team. He didn't fit on the team, and they gave him all their money. And now suddenly the Lakers are supposed to want him. Man, I want a Trojan horse. That's what I want. Just come on in and attack the hell out of us. Just destroy us from the inside out. That's how you do that. And everybody sits back and say, look at the Lakers on the ground. They shouldn't have made that trade. What do you think the Westbrook trade was? Dummies. You ain't learning nothing. To keep letting people back us in the holes with stuff that we should not want. Stuff we shouldn't want. They're like, hey, here's something you should want. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's nothing you should want. That is dirt with glitter on top of it. That is what that is. And it was probably placed there for you to want. To put you in a position to not be able to get what's best for you. That is the point, the only point I'm trying to make. Get no Zack LeVine. If you take Zack LeVine, you take all of their picks. You take all their picks, you take all their young players. They should be left with nothing at all of value if they're going to unload Zack LeVine's trash contract on us. Make them pay for that. I don't even want to give them Russell Westbrook. They should not be able to have $47 million expiring from their contract, their books next year, if they're unloading that much on us. Hell no, that's not even. How's that even? It's because the numbers match? Are you crazy? You better make that make a lot of sense. So no, that is out. And anybody that thinks they want that better look at the numbers a little closer. You better pay attention to what that looks like. You better do a little study in the drafts that are coming down the pipeline. Tell me that you really want to invest in this timeline we on. No, you do not. Don't let them lie to you. We're going to be like Brooklyn. We're going to be like ourselves. Brooklyn's better than us. We're going to be like ourselves. We're going to continue to suck. That's what it's going to be. We're going to be the bottom of the league with that nonsense. I'm telling you. We are the Lakers. We do not have to seek out stars. The league needs us to believe that we don't have the advantage position we have. Because if we start acting like we have it in the way that actually helps us, they're all gone. We get all the stars. That's the point. They need us to want Trojan horse nonsense to keep us at a disadvantage so they can have some advantage against our advantage. You can't keep playing into the league's hands. You can dominate. Period. Why? Because you're in Los Angeles and people will come here. I keep telling y'all. That's what it is. Everybody and their grandma dreams of being a Laker. They ain't dreaming of being a Warrior or a Magic or nothing. No. They want to be a Laker. 9 out of 10 times. They're trying to find their way here. What do you think Zack LeVine signed that contract for? He ain't going to get it from the Lakers. See, that's the con. He ain't going to get the contract from the Lakers. No, he got to get it from one of them little teams like this. And then, as soon as he signs it, I'm so unhappy. Yeah, right. So am I. Because you think I'm that stupid. You got to stay in Chicago. If I'm running things, I'm laughing. Nah, buddy. Nope. You signed that nonsense. Stay there. If you wanted to be with the Lakers, you should have came here in free agency and we can negotiate something that makes sense to us. You don't get to do that. I don't know what these teams and these representatives are they trying to run these cons. But again, the fans want to win. We want to win. So we ain't gonna co-sign that nonsense. Nah. You gotta take that out the price of the tickets if you want to do that. You gotta take that out the price of the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make that make sense for us. Say, we're not that kind of stupid. You gotta make that make sense for us too. If Zack LeVine's gonna be making this and he's gonna be making the team suck, the tickets gotta be like $3 a piece. If you want to make it make sense, you ain't gonna do that though. You ain't gonna do that. That's why I'm gonna speak. I stand for no corruption of any kind, any level, no level. Especially when it comes to passion projects like the Lakers. When I'm trying to win every year and I only got so many years to live, are you kidding me? Y'all gonna throw my years away? As a fan, you think I ain't gonna say nothing? Come on, stop playing. All I'm saying is this: that Zack LeVine contract is a Trojan horse, nonsensical arbitrage of a contract that's gonna tank the Lakers forever. Just like it seems this clutch partnership is doing. Keeping us at a disadvantage instead of an advantage. And if you can't see that, then you're looking at things backwards. What you want is young talent and role players. What is that going to do? Make you strong. And you want free money. Why? So you can negotiate contracts that you want. As opposed to picking up contracts from other teams that they don't even plan on keeping. That are meant to tank their rivals. Dummies. I'm telling you, this is war. So, with that being said, no thank you, Chicago. Swallow your own poison pill. You should be forced to give away everybody of value so you can build around Zack LeVine like that contract demands you do. So get rid of Dallin Terry, get rid of all them young players, and you got to figure out a way to make those contracts make sense. You got Alex Caruso. We would be happy to take Caruso back because that's a contract that makes sense for us. We like that number. We like that player. We don't like Zack LeVine at $35 million a year for 5 years starting now. No, you like that for us. We don't like that for us. So that's what I think of the Zack LeVine thing. EDL44. Thank you all for watching.